Chapter 7 Flows Both Ways. I brewed another cup of coffee and left it nice and hot on the countertop. I left the sugar and the milk on the side. Suddenly there were hushed sounds of laughter. Are you sure he's cool with me? Cupid shushed him and they walked up the stairs. I turned around and saw a lanky teenager. His emerald eyes sparkled and his leather jacket was soaked. Eli's hair was also extremely wet. Let me grab you each two a towel. I walked into the bathroom and grabbed a red and lavender-colored towel. Eli and Cupid took the towels and dried themselves off. So, you're Eli. Welcome to my humble abode. Eli immediately stuck out his hand for me to shake, and I pulled him in for a hug. Yeah, that's me. And you guys look the same age. Why's that? I looked over at Cupid, who was sheepishly standing behind Eli. Oh, he didn't tell you, did he? He used to be a black cat, and I was a 65-year-old man. We're travelers from another dimension, and we smoked in the void between realities. Do you like weed? Also, I have a cup of coffee made for you. It's a lot, I know. Eli looked back at Cupid. Cupid just shrugged. I didn't know how to tell you all this without scaring you away. It's not every day you see a cute guy and he sees you as well. Eli smiled nervously and took the coffee black. It's just a lot to take in. Why'd you guys leave? Cupid let me explain. Our home planet was dying, and I saved him as well as the other way around. Then we wound up here after a few jumps. I can see why he didn't want to scare you off with all this information. Cupid looked nervous to hear Eli's answer. It would have scared me off, but it's just so interesting to hear and meet people from another planet. You're an alien, yet human. So cool. And thank you for the towel, by the way, sir. I nodded and took the towels. Please, no, sir. My name is Charles, or as Cupid calls me, Charlie Boy. Eli laughed. So, Dad, can he stay over a bunch? I just looked sternly at Cupid and Eli. Only if and when you're both ready for it. Give it time, you two. Just take it easy. But the answer is ultimately yes. Cupid jumped up and down while Eli watched him from the couch. God, it was so adorable to see my son like this. So, who's ready to smoke? Eli, if you'd like to join Dad and I, you're more than welcome to. He shuffled in his seat. I've never smoked before. I'm kind of a novice. Cupid and I showed how to take a hit from a bong and not cough your lungs up. He took his first hit and his eyes went wide as all the smoke poured into the bong. He pulled the bowl out and inhaled slowly and methodically. His exhale was perfect, and he only slightly coughed a few times. Holy shit, this stuff is powerful. Can I get another hit? Cupid and I laughed as he took another hits in a row and coughed not once. Bravo, my friend, bravo. Cupid, I see why you like him so much. Both boys blushed hard. Shut up, Dad. I just got over and walked to my MacBook to put some music on. The guitar riff of I Can't Get No Satisfaction from the Rolling Stones came on full blast. Cupid danced to the grooves while Eli sat on the floor just slowly vibing to the music. Eventually, after a few seconds of the song playing, he got up and started to dance with Cupid, and I watched as they held each other's hands and looked lovingly into each other's eyes. It was too cute. Eli even showed a few dance moves, even ones I didn't know how to do. I clapped, and then both boys realized they'd been seen, and Cupid bowed while Eli blushed. Why, you're a fine dancer, my friend. Showed this old youngster some moves today. Eli continued to blush before speaking. Thank you. I learned it from my grandparents. They were ballroom dancers for a living. They're too old to dance themselves, but they enjoy it when I do it for them. Oh, that was just such a sweet little tidbit. Well, I'm kinda hungry. Want me to make something to eat? Both teens shook their heads. Got any allergies, Eli? He shook his head. Good. Now go spend some time together while I cook, okay? They both agreed and sat down on the couch. I started humming to myself as I put some butter into the cast iron pan and made some eggs for egg sandwiches. Then I toasted the bread and butter on the cast iron. Voila! These sandwiches were made to eat. I looked over at the couch and saw both teens kissing for what looked to be the first time. I just turned around and let it happen, pretending I saw nothing. Then I cleared my throat to make myself known. Both boys broke off each other and they sat a bit too straight and rigid to look normal. I chuckled. Okay, guys, dig in. I used my special ingredients to craft the truly spectacular sandwich. They dug in, and after a few more minutes, the rain stopped. Anyone up for a tour of the outside of the property? Cupid and I haven't seen it yet. Cupid rushed to put his shoes back on, and Eli gave me a tight hug. I got out scarves for all three of us. Then we all walked downstairs and into Cupid's apartment. Eli's eyes went wide as he saw Cupid's quaint abode. This is so nice. I love it here. We opened the door and the dampness of the air hit us. Okay, guys, time to explore.